Hey, how are you guys today? Fourth grade math. This is Mrs. Ambrose.
And Miss Williams.
And today we're going to be doing lesson 11, which should be question number 41 is where we'll be starting. But we have a couple things that we're going to review before we start this, okay? So I'm going to put down, before I show you the questions, I want to go over a couple of things with you guys on decimals and fractions. Remember, we've talked about decimals and fractions this year, and we've said that they are the same thing. Correct, Miss Williams?
That is right.
All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make a spot on this piece of paper right here to represent the place value of the decimals. Remember right here, anything that's on the left of our decimal, this is the ones place. And then anything that's on the right side, that's going to be where we start with our tenths and our hundredths. Okay, so remember, if we were looking at a fraction, for example, 2 tenths, that means that I would need a 2 in the tenths place. So that would be 0.2. And if I had a fraction of 1 and 54 hundredths written as a decimal, that would be a 1 whole. And remember, and is where we put our decimal, a 5 in the tenths place and a 4 in the hundredths place. That's just a real quick review about decimals before we look at question number 41. So you guys ready for question number 41?
I know I am.
All right. I'm glad that you're here to tell me what to do, Miss Williams, because if I was talking to myself, it may even sound weirder. That's what it feels like. Okay, so these questions on the left side of your paper have to do with those decimals and fractions, and then 43 and 44 are going to be on comparing fractions, which is what we did yesterday. So on 41, it says the model is shaded to represent 1 and 7 tenths. Now, it was kind of hard to see on my worksheet, so I just went ahead and shaded it in for you guys, but we don't even need that picture there to help us, but since it's there, we're going to use it. So if it says, which decimal does the model represent? So looking back at what we just did with our tenths and our hundredths place, if we have 1 and 7 tenths, we would write that as 1 whole and a 7 in the tenths place. That's what we have for them today, Miss Williams. That's pretty easy, isn't it?
And that was pretty easy.
So that's 41. So if you did print out the bubble sheet, you can use it. You can go to 41 and mark an A, but I'm sure most of you are probably just keeping track on a piece of paper, and that's fine with us. Just number it. Make sure you write down your answer and have your name at the top, and then when we're done with all the problems, then you can just take a quick snapshot and send it to us.
Yep. You have our email addresses in the description, and also the IXL that we're going to be doing is 5th grade G2. So 5th grade G2. And since it is a 5th grade lesson, 85 smart points is what you need for this one.
All right, that's all I have for him today, Miss Williams.
All right, peace out.